Welcome back to the, oh child, I done messed up the beginning. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm Lady Nyca, and with tonight's episode of the 90 Day Fiance. This is season 6, episode 8, No Way Out, child. I apologize, I'm uploading this so late. It's been a long day, family. Yesterday was so beautiful for the day to just go crazy. All I want is to give my grandkids, good Christmas. That's all I'm trying to do. But anyway, let's talk a little bit about this 90 Day Fiance stuff, child. Let's talk about this here, because tonight's episode was a hot damn mess. Particularly with just really two of these couples. So let's get right on into it. We're going to get rid of the easy parts first, okay? I'm going to go on and I'm going to run through Olga and Steven first. Even though we started the episode off with Leida and Eric, we're going to say we're going to say Leida and Eric and, Leida and Eric and Colt and Larissa to the end, okay? We're going to start off with Olga and Steven. Now, Rich is 3 weeks old now. Things are still tense between him and Olga, but he going to speak with a lawyer about getting citizenship for his son and also inquiring about how long it will take to get Olga's K1 visa situation together, okay? Because, see, he leaving in 3 weeks, so he want to make sure that, at least he get his child's citizenship, right? So he goes to see this lawyer, Michael was his name, who explained that he had to fill out the citizenship application and take the necessary paperwork along with the application over to the embassy in Moscow. Now, Olga's K1 visa, that's going to be a little bit harder. It's delayed because they got some political stuff going on between the U.S. and Russia. So, the man couldn't give him an estimated date as to when she may be able to leave. Now, he's saying he might have to leave without her and wonders if he can take Richie back with him once he gets him his American citizenship. But said he wasn't, I'm sorry, y'all, he said he wasn't going to say nothing to Olga about, the possibility of taking the baby back without her. He explains the political issues with her, dealing with her visa when he returns back to the apartment. And he also tells her what he has to do in order to get baby Richie his citizenship paperwork. So she was like, well, that's good. Okay, we can go to Moscow and that'll give us time to go sightseeing a little bit and everything. He said he ain't thinking about no damn sightseeing right now. The most important thing is for him to make sure that he gets his son his American citizenship. Now, did y'all get the impression that he might be okay with leaving her there if he can take baby Richie? My question is, who gonna help him if she even was to agree with that, which I don't think she will, because she just had her baby and bonded with her baby. They both keep saying they gotta work on them, and she even suggested, like I said, they do that sightseeing thing, but he ain't trying to do that. Only thing he focused on is getting little Rich's his citizenship. But I ain't gonna give Steven too much, because Olga felt like she wanted to tell us that, we coming at him all wrong. I just wanted to he make her write that post. Inquiring minds sure want to know. Now they head out to Moscow to the embassy to make Richie an American citizen, right? Yay. Now while they there, after they did that, they met up with one of Olga's best friends, Anna. They've been friends since middle school, and the girl always had Olga's back. So Anna meets with him and Olga and meets baby Richie. She got some concerns about Steven. Anna mentions that there's been tension between Steven and Olga. He said that, he walked out because he felt unappreciated. And Anna made a point. If he walked out, does he not understand the complexity involved with being a parent? It's going to be even more stressful now that they had his baby. And her concern is, are you here for the baby or are you here for Olga? Now, he said that, he can't say what him and Olga would be if that baby wasn't there because it wasn't planned. But, he wants things to work out between him and Olga and whatnot. Anna made it clear that she's concerned about Olga. And Olga says she feels Steven is more into the baby than he is her. Okay? And fixing what's wrong with them. But Steven said to Anna that he gonna make sure Olga is okay and they gonna do well. And she thanked him and they parted ways, child. That was it. Now, let's go over to Asuelu and Kalani. It's time for Sister Colini to go back to California. It's the day after that brunch where he had walked out on her. Kalani asked him to come and say, bye to her sister, and he complied. And once she leaves, it gives them a chance to talk because Kalani said at this point she don't want to marry him. And they come to an understanding that they basically don't understand each other at times. But her thing is, don't shut down and not talk to me. His thing is, don't act like you so mad that I can't be around you. Because my way of showing love is to be affectionate. That's the reason why I try to hold and cuddle you. And when you rebuff me, it makes me feel like you don't love me. Child, he broke down and everything. He said he just want to be close to her and to touch her. That's how he show his love. So she realized that hurt his feelings, and I'm quite sure watching him cry made her feel some kind of way because she ain't a complete dirty bitch, but she's still a dirty bitch in my opinion. She asked him to talk more, and he said that he would. He said his old ways, back home he knew how to please her. Here, he don't know what to do, and when she get mad, it seemed like he don't know what to do at that point. I felt real bad for him because now we do know about the little situation where the little woman came up, but I'm going to say this. I feel like he may have had a woman in waiting because he didn't know how things were going to go with Kalani. Remember, they met on while she was vacationing, and she didn't know him but a hot second before she let him pop that cherry. Now, I personally don't think this girl loves this man. It's sad to say, but I really don't think that she loves him. I think that she just wanted a baby, and when he showed interest in possibly wanting to be more to her, she thought they was going to have that same situation they had in Samu. So she brought him over here, only to bring him over here and now decide she don't really want him, but she don't know how to get her ass up out of it. Child, I'm telling you, it's a hot mess with these people. These people are a hot mess. This family is. Next week it look like that information that I talked about in one of my list chats about the 90-day fiance is going to come into play next week. I think that's what she's talking about. That girl's gonna contact her saying that she had dealings with Asuelu and that he wasn't really into Kalani. He just wanted a green card. I don't think that's it. Now, I do believe that he wanted to come to America for a better life, but I don't think that's the only thing that motivated him because he could have hooked up with the other girl. Remember, she from America too. I don't know. I hate that he's with a family of folks that act like they do. They act real fucked up toward him. And I just hope that in the end it works out in his favor. I don't know if it is or not, child. But I just don't know what to say about them. They a lot. They really are. They a lot. And I don't like how she treat him. I don't like how she treat him. I don't like how her sister and her family treats him. It's just totally unfair. It's like all of them against him. And I can't understand why, because your daddy from the same place he from. And then I didn't like the undertone of the racial stuff that they got going on within this dynamics of this family either, because these people sitting up acting like they not part Samoan or whatever the hell it is. Girl, your mama look like she play on that Amish show, The Amish. But your daddy look just like Asuelu. And you is a mixture of both of them. So you're not white, boo. Why you holding white people up to this standard? That should be what you should date? Girl, please. Anyway, I'm giving her too much because I wasn't giving her nothing this week. I'll give her something next week when I see what the deal be. Let's talk Jonathan and Fernanda. Now, it's their last day in Chicago. Child, and it's snowing. It's Fernanda's first time being in snow, so Jonathan taking pics, and then they wind up sitting down to have a little conversation and look like a little cafe or whatnot, or some shop they was in. Sea6, which is Jonathan's mama, seems to be a little bit nicer to Fernanda, but she won't Cece and Jonathan to work out their issues to get on better terms, right? Fernanda say later in Latin families they always together, unlike Americans, and she feels that it's important to have family. So when they sit down and talk, he talking about wedding preparations because the wedding is like 6 weeks away, and how he's feeling stressed, and she mentions his mom. And she says to him, I know you and your mama have a bad relationship now, but I want y'all to fix that. He admits him and his mom was close once, but when he moved away 10 years ago, they kind of drifted. Well, she explaining how important it is. Plus, she say the way he treats his mama is more than likely how he gonna treat her. He got emotional and admitted that he do wish he was closer to his mom, and she's encouraging him to just sit down and talk to your mom. Tell her you sorry for whatever it is that caused her to feel how she's feeling, and tell her you love her. And she pushing that issue, and I think that's right. I don't see nothing wrong with that. He does need to have a better relationship. If you and your mama was close, distance shouldn't have made y'all fall apart. If y'all used to talk every day, it shouldn't have gone to y'all not hardly talking at all. If anything, I could see if y'all went from every day to every couple of days, like me and my egg that lives away does. But it shouldn't be this big gap between you and your mom. And I know she feels the ways about you getting engaged and whatnot, and finding out on the internet. That got to hurt too. So I'm in agreement with her. He does need to work it out with his mother. He does. And I hope that he does listen to what she was saying. Now let's move on to Jay and Ashley, child. Jay and Ashley. Ugh. It's been days since the time, according to them, it's been days since they had received all those negative comments on their wedding registry. So now we see them installing security cameras. They feel if somebody will threaten them on their registry to show up at their wedding, then what would stop them from coming to their home? Now, she got Brittany and Destiny, two of her good girlfriends, and also was going to be bridesmaids in her wedding, coming over so that they can tell them about the new occurrences. They have had some plan changes. So once they sit down, and they arrive and they sit down, she tells her friends that they have decided that they're not going to have a wedding. What they're going to do is go to Vegas and elope, basically. She said with all of the hate that's been going on as of late, she feels, plus they got family members and friends that are dropping out of the wedding because they are fearing for their safety. I was like, really? After you done told us that it was only one person that left all those messages on your registry, and it was a person that you knew from high school that you turned down? Girl, say y'all couldn't afford this shit and just keep it funky, okay? Keep it funky. Anyway, child. The friends understood. They say that they understand that, that what they have to do, they don't feel like she's backing out like she has 2 previous other engagements, but she want to put safety first. The friends feels that, Jay felt that same way. So they're saying they're going to keep their dresses in case they decide to renew their vows in a few years. And I said, shit, will they even be together in a few years? I ain't trying to put no bad mouth on nobody's wedding, but I'm just saying. I don't see this boy being ready for what she ready for. They got along this episode, but girl, okay, stay tuned. Child, later on in the episode, we see them packing up, preparing to go, and he trying on his jacket. And I don't care what nobody say. I think this boy don't want to be married to her. What he said in that barbershop was the truth. If he could just live with her and not have to marry her and get that green card, he would. He's only marrying her because he want that green card. He want to stay in America. So they sitting there packing and talking about, what they planning on doing as far as the eloping and spending time together a couple of days in Vegas, when all of a sudden, child, we hear this knocking on the door and somebody outside yelling. Jay scary ass run to the damn window to peep out. Ashley bold ass run to the door, and it looked like that's Natalie, but the show went off right then. Well, that part of the show went off. So I guess next week we're going to see what go on between her and Natalie. That's all that happened between them. Now, let's talk a little bit about these last two fools. We're going to start with Colt and Larissa. She excited. Colt finally formally proposed, and now she's looking forward to moving into a place, preferably without Debbie. But in the meantime, in between time, her and Debbie are going wedding dress shopping, and by Colt request, hoping that they can work out their differences if they spend a little extra time alone. Now, the budget is $1,000 or less, and Debbie said she liked the less part. Debbie, mind your business, but I feel you. Now, Leah, Colt's cousin, joins them. So we get to the wedding shop and meet the ladies that run the shop, and Larissa says she want a traditional, but not too much tradition, because Colt want to see some skin. So she pulls a few dresses and tries them on. Dress number 1 was nice, I guess. Larissa felt that she looked very pure and very princess-like it, but she wanted to try on some more because she claimed like Colt wanted to be sexier. So dress 2 was definitely that. It was nice, but it was $2,400. And Debbie reminded her of the budget that she said Colt told them to stay within. Larissa, not feeling it, said this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. She ought to be able to spend some. Debbie said, well, he probably can. He probably won't care about it. Maybe he cannot pay for your green card. Put that off for a little while. Larissa ain't want to hear shit about putting no damn green card off, because that's what she need. Now, Debbie said Colt won't want to buy that dress because he's paying for everything else, including her green card, and it can get very expensive. Plus, he very funny with his money. Larissa definitely thinks that she can talk Colt into buying it. This girl just money hungry. I don't know if Colt's telling Debbie to be so involved or not, but as a mom, I'd step aside and let him find out about little Miss Hot Puss all on his own. She ain't even earning a damn dime yet. She wants so much, and I find it amazing that he even wants this gold digger in his life, because he ought to be able to tell. Hell no, she want that green card. She not finna put that off. That's too much like putting off her future, baby. She trying to get solidified in America, okay? Eric and Colt know they picked some case studies. I tell you, ain't no damn way I fool with either one of them. Now, just like Debbie said, Colt didn't want to spend that much on that dress that he said she only gonna wear once. And he admits that it's been tense around there, so he done decided to throw old nasty piece of barbecue and invite his cousin John and his family over to it. Oh, goody. Now, Larissa say John was mean to her last time. She blames Debbie and said if Debbie come for her, if John come for her, she gonna defend herself. John came and didn't speak to her, didn't say nothing. John admits he don't believe in the relationship and don't think that she appreciates Colt at all. Colt begins to tell John about them looking for a place. Hopefully they can find something. And then John asks that question, what about Debbie? Colt said, well, we're going to try to make it work out. Larissa is very adamant she don't want Debbie nowhere around. She want Debbie to find her a senior citizen living place and go do that, live, okay? John didn't like that too much. He said it's disrespectful. And if they really love him, they ought to find a way to get along so that he can have both of them in his life. But he can't just get rid of his mom. But if that's what it is and he's so caught up in Larissa's web, then Debbie can very well come stay with him. Larissa said Debbie not a saint that they paint her to be, and he said it's not about her being a saint. It's about you showing respect to the woman and learning to respect people the American way. John said Larissa is taking advantage, and she laughed at him and saying that Colty is not a millionaire and he got a car with no air conditioner, so how can she take advantage of him? Maybe his body, and I almost threw up in my damn mouth. I can't imagine taking advantage of Colt and them titties. Hell no. John, you may not like Larissa. Hell, I don't like her. But Colt made a decision and you gotta accept it. I'll say this. Larissa and John was getting into it real hard. Colt said nothing. Child, he said the bitch there for money. And he said it was she could hear it. I said, don't forget the green card, John. Don't forget the green card. Colt must didn't fully prepare Larissa for how he lives. Because, child, she got too many complaints about everything. Child, John got so frustrated. He got up and went inside, and Larissa followed him. He said he can't fake it no more, baby. He was not here for Larissa. She come in there and tell him that he can't come to her wedding, and he said, like, I give a damn. She said, whoever goes against the queen will die. John said, I still don't give a damn. Cole said he can't deal with somebody acting like Larissa just did. John and his wife eventually leave, and after the dust settles, Colt is just surprised at how things escalated so fast, and he said he really was surprised, and he didn't want to say anything because everybody was so upset, he felt like it was only going to be adding to it. So when Larissa come to talk to Colt, she immediately blamed Debbie for poisoning John and his wife's mind. He tells her that she comes off in a very rude way to people, and she did the most. All she said was they not invited to my wedding, and she feels that he didn't stand up for her. Then she said to Debbie, she knows she talks bad about her. And Debbie said, I did not say anything to John. Then Debbie closed the door. But I think John did say Debbie told him a little something, so Debbie might be lying. I don't know. Did y'all hear it? If y'all did, put it down in the comment section. Anyway, Debbie closed the door. She was putting something up. She didn't slam that door. I went back and replayed that thing just to see if that woman slammed that door, and she didn't. But do you know Miss Larissa had the audacity to speak to that woman about how she slammed the doors in the house that her and Cole paid for? He told her his mom didn't slam the door. At this point, Debbie get mad and say she done. Larissa, now this woman is walking up the stairs. She ain't saying nothing about touching this woman. She said she done. Larissa talking about touching me and I'll call the police, and that pissed Colt off. He told her to calm down because you ain't a victim. You not as innocent as you try to act like you are all the time. So she get mad at him and throw his ring and tell him to marry the woman that his mom liked. Now he's saying he not sure if he want to marry her, but child, please, they already married. And that kaboom she showed is only that's the reason why she done been to jail twice since they started this situation with each other for domestic violence. They said Colt had bruises, not Larissa. She showed tonight how fast she can go from 0 to 200, and she don't listen. Although Debbie could be less involved, I don't think that I'd marry someone who openly came at my mama sideways the way she did tonight. I'm sorry, she ain't all that. Send her ass back to Brazil. Maybe she can learn how to take care of them damn children she abandoned. Cause baby over there trying to handle Colt and Debbie like they kids, it's not gonna work. Child, you need to go get your children if you want a parent. I don't like this girl. I don't think she's sincere in how she feels. First of all, Colt is that nerdy, frumpy type of dude. This bitch look like she used to, dating fairly nice-looking men, with money. Like them the type. He don't look like her type. Now, I know they say opposites attract, but not that big a damn opposite. That's like me trying to go with Steve Urkel. Hell to the no. Girl, please. But that's all that happened with them, child. He pissed off and feeling like, do he need to rethink this? But I guess that's what he thought at that point, because right now we know they married. Now, let's talk lastly about this damn Eric and Leida situation, because see, this bitch didn't work to me tonight. We started with these two, unfortunately, at the beginning of the episode, but I saved the best for last because I'm going to go in a little bit. Y'all, I'm so over Eric acting like a pussy whipped bitch boy. We open up where we left off last week with them sitting in the car and he telling her his kids aren't a burden, and she saying she don't want to get married if he don't put her first and stop the child support. He all in his feelings over her. She claims she unhappy and has to deal with child support and Tasha living with them. Last week we ended with him asking her, are you here for me and love, or are you here for a green card? She claims like she loved him. She feels his kids are a priority, not her and Alessandro. They second. He asking her if he need to give up. He's asking her, so you want me to give up my parental rights? How about I just not give up my parental rights and I give you $1,000 a month? She said she want both. She want him to give up his parental rights and give her $1,000 a month because she deserves it. For what, you raggedy bitch? What you do? Child, he asked her as a parent, she shouldn't ask that he not be there for his children. He said that she can go home because he ain't giving up his kids. And in that moment, I felt proud. I thought he had finally, that light had switched on. But girl, that light didn't switch on for real. He got all out the car talking about it's over, lies because he gonna do his daughter later. The next day we learned that they slept apart, so he's asking her, can they talk? And she said yeah, because he got his young daughter and her little son in the living room, and the apartment's so small they decided to go out for a little walk, and the little girl gonna watch the little boy. Okay, she says she feels that she and her son is not a priority and wants him to stop paying child support. He tells her that his daughters is his responsibility and he's not becoming a deadbeat just to please her. He said, I will provide for all of y'all, but it's going to be a process. You getting all answered because you ain't bringing no money in and you thinking that we going to go without. But I'm telling you we not going to go without. But this is going to be a process. He basically begging her to trust him and to try. She said her family warned her not to get with somebody with baggage, i.e. kids, because she'll never be number one. But she came here anyway and it's been difficult. He telling her, I'm going to provide for you. She said, okay, but he needs to prove that he going to be there for her. She finally got the child support thing in her head, so she's saying that she not really worried about the child support. She understands he has to pay that. But then she focused right in. If she can't get rid of the child support, she going to do all she can to get rid of his daughter. She wants her out. She says she must be number one, and there's no reason for her to stay. And she said that she not there for the green card. She there for him, but he got to show her that he's vested in her. So basically, fuck his kids is what she wants. And that includes Tasha, even though we know Tasha owns the household to which they living in. And she added Eric to the league because his bummy ass was living out of his car for 2 years before she allowed him to come in because she didn't want her father out. And after all that, he gonna try to put her out of a place that she provided for him and bring in this foreign bitch and her baby. Girl, it's a lot. Now, Tasha come home. She done been in Tasha's room. True that it was cluttered. I get what she's saying. Tasha do need to be more tidier. But that starts with Eric because they lived like that together, okay? But her bedroom should be of no consequence to this girl. Child, the girl done come home and she gets to pushing the issue for her to leave. Girl said, I live here, this is my place. She said, no, you ain't paid no rent. But that's okay, because we ain't worried about it. You need to leave and you need to leave today. Leida started with her soon as she walked in. Then gonna tell the girl that she needed to move since she gonna show her proof that her dad want her out. She's showing her messages proving Eric want her out. Then she calls him, and that pussy sided with Leida. I believe Tasha. Eric said that he can't appear to be siding with Eric, otherwise Leida gonna go crazy. That's the reason why he said he don't be going. That's what he told his daughter. But then when she called him on that phone and she asked him, did he say that? He kind of backpedaled and pussy popped a little bit. I didn't understand it. Again, y'all, I have confusion because if this is Tasha's apartment, how the hell can Leida push Eric to push her out of her own place? She brought his ass in out the car. This girl was adamant. He basically sitting on the phone, really going along with this woman, talking about, well, you don't be here all the time. You be at your boyfriend Jake, so why don't you just leave? Hurt that girl to her heart to where she started packing up her stuff to leave. And I said, you real life. The reason why he really started trying to go for Leida's side is because Leida threatened to go back to Indonesia. I'd have told her, bitch, bye. But no, he talking about don't do nothing till he get there. I said, you know what? This is the weakest man I have ever seen on TV. This man, excuse me, this man is weak. You meet some foreign puss on an online dating site. You get with this piece of puss. You don't tell her how broke your ass really is, apparently. You bring her to a place your daughter provided for you to be able to stay in. And you're basically going to put your daughter out so that your ass can have this woman and her child in there. You trying to provide and make sure this woman and her child got a roof over their head. Damn your daughter. I don't care nothing about her having no boyfriend. She been staying at house. She got a lease at that apartment. Eric, you are the weakest. You the weakest link. Goodbye, bitch. Goodbye, pussy boy. Ain't no way in hell. This bitch sitting on the phone crying to him saying that she the boss and the girl gotta go. And even called the girl a bitch, and I don't blame Tasha. I would have cussed her ass out bad. Tasha packed up her shit and told her she don't like her. Is she only temporary? She said she don't care. She will be the evil stepmother. She don't want to live with Phil. And said that the bitch said that she said that bitch said it's her place, it's my place. Tasha was so hurt she drove off in her rust-ass pickup. You know what? This let you know what kind of man this dude is. You are a weak sack of shit. You won't never choose a piece of pussy over your child. Never. Especially when she coming in with $0 and 0 cents with all these demands. It says a lot about him. Ain't no way, I don't blame her for crying because I know she was hurt. But it ain't no way in hell I would have did my daughter like that. For this little pie-faced ass, tight-eyed bitch from across the waters. If Indonesia was so good, go back there, ho. Go back to Indonesia. Take your ass there. I was so heated. I said, so he real life gonna let his daughter be put out of a... Because, see, we know this gotta be TV. Because if this is her apartment, ain't no way in hell Leida could put her out of shit. If anything, she could put Leida ass out. Her and the little tight-eyed ass baby of hers. Lord, the baby ain't did nothing to me. Let me not talk about that woman child. Well, fuck that. That child there, she done came at this man's children wrong. She can get this work, her and her baby. I just don't understand that. This woman treats your daughter like trash and you okay with it. You know you and your daughter lived like little pigs in that damn apartment. That's why it was like it was. But if she done cleaned up the rest of the apartment and she tell y'all leave the room alone, you ain't got to worry about my room, you can close the door to her room. You shouldn't have never went your ass up in there trying to be Miss Tidy. I can't stand Leida. And Eric, you's a damn fool. You a weak-ass man to sit up and let your daughter be mistreated by a bitch you ain't had in these states 90 days yet. She wouldn't have been here 90 days. Fuck her green card and her desire to go to doctor school. She'll have to take her ass back online and find another sucker. Because it's one thing I don't do. And that's choose a piece of man over my kid. Especially when this man ain't living up to my expectations. She ain't living up to your expectations because you expected her to be understanding. This hoe ain't did that yet. And it ain't gonna get no better. Just a alpha motherfucker. I seen John Yates 327 had did a post saying that he did a repost of Instagram post that Eric did talking about people need to not come for Alessandro, say what they want about him. You, Alessandro, and Leida can get this work. I don't give a damn. Now, normally kids is off limits. And I ain't coming for the child, but all I'm saying is, where's his damn daddy? They say in Indonesia them rules ain't the same. Well, girl, you need to get in touch with his daddy and get you some coins from him because he got a baby by you. Now, if that ain't what y'all do in Indonesia, or you didn't do it because you came from a rich family, all that shit done changed. So you might need to call him. Not only are you not rich in Indonesia, I mean, you're not rich no more because you ain't living with your parents. Your ass ain't in the Indonesia. You in America. So you need to get in touch with him. Get him on the hotline bling and see what you can get him to do for his child. Because you's a awful motherfucker to think that you could tell a man not to take care of his children and put you first. For what? What have you done other than be a bitch since you got to America that would make you feel like he should choose you? He a damn fool because he gonna need his kids again because you temporary. The minute you stay here long enough to secure that green card and get your go to doctor school and whatever, bitch, you gonna drop him because you don't want him. He's just your way into America, and you don't want to have to start over at one. So you gonna deal with what you gotta deal with. But she wouldn't have never said I'm the boss. No, she wouldn't have. Girl, I would have drug her from one end of that apartment to the next. TLC would have been telling me them, I don't know if they got security with the camera people or not, but them folks would have been trying to get me. Like, y'all would have thought that was love and hip hop, because I'd have been beating her ass talking to me crazy like that. That is ridiculous. She done pissed me off for the night. That's it, y'all. I'm out. Peace.